to my channel. Hello fellow writers. So today I'm going to do something a little different, I think, but I'm going to tell you some of the books that I'm reading this month in January. Some of these books I actually got last month, but I haven't started them. So there's a variety of genres here, and some of them are not really books that I'm gonna like read from the first page to the last, because it's just kind of for inspiration, I would say. The first book I have here I already started reading is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune, and I really like it so far. It's about this guy who's reviewing an orphanage with children that have like magical abilities, or something about them is magical. I got to the place where he just arrived, and then he met all the kids and everything, and he's just freaked out about it. And it's really funny to see how nervous he is, but also spooked, because he wasn't told, what kind of kids were there before he left. They were like, don't open this letter and read the reports until you get there. That's a bit of a spoiler, maybe. I don't know if that's much of a spoiler, but yeah. So I thought that was very amusing. The next one I have is The Copper Gauntlet. So this is by Holly Black and Casandra Clare. This is a series, right? And the first one, The Iron Trial, I got that for research. And then I got so into the story. I was like, whoa, this is really good. I kind of wanted to know if I would find it too childish, I guess, because I got this in the juvenile area. And so I was wondering if these types of books that I used to love as a kid would feel so different as an adult, and it doesn't. Maybe it's just the way that these two people write, but I loved all of it. I mean, I haven't started this, but I mean The Iron Trial, and I'm sure it is. I started a few pages of it, but yeah, this is about magical kids as well. Kids with magic. They're in school trying to learn how to control it, but there's this evil dark force that they kind of have to go up against. And the main character for the first book, his dad didn't want him to be recruited because of a secret that is revealed at the very end. And it's crazy because I was trying to guess what the secret was. And okay, here's the crazy thing. I think there's another book like The Iron Trial, because last year, a couple years ago, I started this book. Also, a young boy as the main character living with his dad. And the young boy had this power, and what happened? I think his dad tried to, or I think he thought his dad was trying to kill him or something. So, because his dad doesn't want him using his power. And it's kind of similar here, where the main character's dad doesn't want him using magic or anything, or even going to the school. So I was like, wait, did I read this already? But I think those two stories are just very similar. So if anyone knows what that other book was, let me know, because now I'm really confused. But anyways, this is book 2, and I'm really excited to read it. This is the other book I just recently got. It's African American Poets. This is one for inspiration and also knowledge. I write poetry, if you didn't know. And I don't read a lot of poetry, but I want to start reading more poetry. So I thought this was a great start, and hoping that it would be inspiration for LKZ, my fantasy novel that I'm finishing up. So I'm excited to read that. This is edited and says with an introduction by Harold Bloom. The next one is also a poetry, I don't know if it's poetry, but Kind of, yes. But it's Steampunk Poe. It's basically like a retelling, in a sense, reimagining of Edgar Allan Poe writings, and merging that with the steampunk genre, like imagining his writings in the steampunk genre, because they see similarities. So it's illustrated by Zdenko Bašić, no, and Manuel Šumberac. I really love the cover, and then this is the back. So I read the first one, which was The Red Death, I believe, and it has illustrations. Let me show you. Okay, so this is stories. So it has like illustrations every other page. And I took some time to really look at the illustrations because obviously someone took time to make them. They're very, very colorful. I like them a lot. Oh, it's called The Mask of the Red Death. So that first story had a bit of a twist too. I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. And also, I learned about Edgar Allan Poe in high school, but obviously I didn't remember a lot of details, and the only thing I could remember was that one poem about the raven and something about like something buried under the floor. I don't know. But reading his background history was really sad. The fact that his writings weren't really famous, didn't really gain much notoriety until after he died. It's like you hear that so much about artists and writers and all these people who don't get their recognition while they're alive. And I just think that's so sad. Like, they don't get to see how many people enjoy what they created. They may have even died thinking no one liked it, no one cared about it, no one wanted it, no one could be inspired by it. And yeah, that always makes me really sad. I'm like, I wish they could know. I wish they could know. Maybe they can. The second to last book is The Mystery Writer by Sulari Gentill. I just thought this was interesting, one, because the main character is an attorney. And if you saw or didn't see my last video, or if you did, I just passed the bar, and so I am a licensed attorney, which is crazy. So I was like, okay, already, I like that. Second of all, it is a murder mystery. Love murder mysteries. Don't love the murder part. I watched a lot of crime dramas growing up, so number two, that was interesting to me. Second of all, the fact that she left her career path as an attorney to live with her brother and finish her novel. Come on. Come on. I had to get this. I had to read it. I read the first few pages and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this, I hope. Because it already sounds really good. And then the last book is called The Dragon Book, and it is Magical Tales from the Masters of Modern Fantasy, edited by Dann and Gardner Dozois. So there's different artists, different authors like Jonathan Stroud, Gregory Maguire, Garth Nix, Diana Gamble Dunn, Tamara Pierce, Naomi Novik, just like a collection of them. And again, this is more inspiration reading, but obviously I still hope that I enjoy it. Those are a lot of books. A ton. Will I finish all of them in January while writing? I don't know, but that's not really the point. The point isn't just to finish a bunch of books, it's just to enjoy what these amazing creators have created. And if any of you are interested, you should definitely check out some of those. There are other books too I wanted to get, but I was like, I have too many, I need to finish what I have first. It's like, I don't know, it's like candy. When I go to the library, I feel like I'm picking candy, you know? Obviously it's this is good for you, and candy isn't good for you if you have too much. But still, the whole point is I feel that sense of like happiness and joy, and kind of like I'm getting sweets but from my brain. So I can't help it. I'm just like, get that. And then it's weeks later and I've only finished one book. So gotta pace myself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Those are the books I'm reading, and we'll update you next month if I finish them and what I'll be reading then. And let me know what you guys are reading too this month as well. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. I should have said that in the beginning, but 7 days into the new year, so I think I've already forgotten that it's been a new year. It's not so new anymore, I guess. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.